Hello guys, and here is the next episode with some of the most interesting urban development news from around the world. By the way, I make these episodes weekly, so subscribe to the channel not to miss the future content. And before we start, I'd like to thank to all my amazing Patreon supporters. In Barcelona, they recently launched a new tram line that is supposed to connect two parts of the Barcelona tram network that had been operating separately since opening. The new tram line is about 2 kilometers long and runs along Diagonal Avenue. Since November 10, the line T4 has been running from Adria de Bezos to the new Verdaguer terminus. Notably, the opening had to be made a day later than planned due to a labor union strike, so it went ahead without the planned celebrations. The trams just went on a new route. Due to criticism from the project's opponents, this new line, for the first time in Spain, was built without the use of overhead contact wires. Electricity is supplied underground through metal plates laid between the rails, which are energized only when a tram passes over them. This technology is already in use, for example, in such cities as Bordeaux, Sydney, and Dubai. And because of this, 18 of the 41 5-section Alstom cities trams delivered between 2003 and 2011 had to be additionally equipped with lower power collectors. Alstom is also to deliver 4 new 5-section trams of the modern X05 model, which are different in design from the older trams. There are also plans to extend the T1, T2 and T3 lines from the Verdaguer to Francesc Macià terminus, but the final design and construction hasn't yet begun, and only then two Barcelona tram networks will be physically connected. Unemployed Istanbul residents can now use public transport for free. The measure, announced this summer by Mayor Ekrem İmamoğlu, is considered as a way to remove barriers to finding a job in the metropolis of 16 million people. So Istanbul may be the largest city trying to implement such a policy. The program, which started in October, applies to job seekers registered with the municipality's regional employment centers, which in 2023 numbered more than 230,000 people. Each eligible person will receive 96 free rides for 3 months, with a maximum of 4 rides per day, via an app or QR code rather than a physical transit card to prevent misuse. Amsterdam is celebrating its 750th anniversary, and in honor of this, residents can receive a tree as a gift and plant it near their home. In general, the Healthy City Foundation will distribute 7,500 trees in 4 locations. Interested persons can choose between a wild cardinal's head and a field maple, both of which are native tree species. The seedlings are a maximum of 1 meter tall, so they can be carried on a bicycle or public transport. According to the foundation, trees located directly in front of the house have a positive impact on people's health, because a large tree provides the same or even more coolness than 5 air conditioners. A new information and education center was opened in Lviv, Ukraine, in the Museum of Folk Architecture. From now on, this building will welcome the museum's visitors with a modern ticket office and information desk, as well as a children's educational space, conference rooms, cafe, and museum shop. And in addition, the building is also equipped with a bomb shelter for 200 people. The building is fully inclusive inside, and its total area is about 1,000 square meters. Its construction started back in 2018, but due to the problems with contractors, the process was significantly delayed and has been completed only now, with a total construction cost of about 1.3 million euros. Museum management expects that this investment will increase the number of visitors and make it more convenient for the public. Project to expand the central railway station has been presented in Geneva, which includes construction of a new 420-meter-long double-track underground platform that will allow to serve more trains. The work, which has a budget of 2 billion francs and will last for about 9 years, is expected to begin no earlier than 2030. Currently, Geneva's main station is the third busiest in Switzerland after Zurich and Bern, handling 171,000 people and nearly 800 trains daily. Above the underground platform and its 2 tracks, a large mezzanine floor will be located to allow passengers to move comfortably, in particular through 2 external exits from Place Montbriand. This reconstruction will also provide faster and more comfortable transfers between buses, trams, bicycles, taxis, and of course trains. Now that the preliminary design has been completed, the next steps are to develop a construction project and further refine plans and costs. The new station is scheduled to open in 2038. The underground station project is Geneva's largest rail project in 21st century, and its budget will be shared by the Swiss Confederation, the Canton of Geneva, and the City of Geneva. This project will complement the transformation of the Gare de Genève building that took place between 2010 and 2014, which has already significantly improved passenger traffic and accessibility. Meanwhile, in the city of Novi Sad, Serbia, 14 people were killed when the roof of the railway station collapsed. The station was built in 1964, but just in July this year, its reconstruction, which had been underway since 2021, was completed. However, the state-owned company Serbian Railways Infrastructure stated that the concrete and steel canopy that collapsed wasn't the part of recent reconstruction. After the incident, massive protests took place in the city, demanding the resignation of Novi Sad Mayor Milan Đurić and Prime Minister Miloš Vučević, who was the mayor when the station was opened after reconstruction, as well as an inspection of all infrastructure projects initiated or implemented over the past 10 years. Serbian Transport Minister Goran Vesic has already resigned in response to the tragedy. Protesters blame the disaster on corruption and the poor reconstruction of the station, which was a part of a deal with the Chinese state-owned companies. Investigation is currently underway. And that's all the news for this time. As usual, I had much more news in my backlog, but this week was quite busy, so here we are. So thanks for watching and hope to see you here again next week.